Hi guys, welcome back to My Time. Come along with me on a trip to Chicago, Illinois. My first stop was the Willis Tower, but if you're from Chicago like me, we still call it the Sears Tower. When we first walked in, there was so much to see, like the history of Chicago, the famous food, and don't forget about the celebrities. When we got to the sky deck, we saw the beautiful buildings and the lakefront. Would you go up 103 floors in a building and stand on a glass window? I did. It was pretty cool and fun. It was pretty scary, but if you ever do this at the Willis Tower, be sure you get all the best shots because you only have 90 seconds. It was pretty fun, but I don't think I'll ever do anything like this again. Next up is walking the streets of Chicago. We saw some art, saw some famous restaurants, and walked down Michigan Avenue. When we walked down Michigan Avenue, we saw this cool waterfall thing, and a bunch of kids were there getting wet. And it was a pretty hot day out, so I wanted to get wet too, so I did. Next stop, the Beam. And I've always wanted to go there. And I finally got my chance this time. It was pretty cool and fun. We walked over to Magadaley Park and I got to have some playtime. I first sat in this big chair that looked like a nest, a bird's one. Next stop, the Shedd Aquarium, where we got to check out some pretty cool animals and fish. If you ever go to the shed, make sure you do the animal show.
Oh, yeah.
Laguna is a rescue animal. He was found stranded and malnourished near Laguna Beach, California. Even though he had a challenging start to life, he's made a ton of progress since. So let's observe some of the ways that Laguna and Miley interact. Now, being a California sea lions are native to America's west coast. If you check out that dark blue area highlighted on the screen behind me, you'll see their full range in the woods. And sea lions are known for their unique ability to thrive both on the land and in the water. So let's check out some of the adaptations that help them do so. Starting with a sea lion's big front two flippers. Sea lions have two flippers they use to help swim and steer through the water at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. And they've also been observed to use those flippers to help cool themselves off on a hot sunny day. They've got rear flippers as well though, and those rear flippers they use more like boat rudders. Take a look. They can use those to help maintain precision and accuracy as they steer and swim effortless, as you may have just noticed. It is effortless for a sea lion to transition from swimming in the water back to walking on land. All it takes is turning that pelvis to put those back flippers back underneath them to walk on. As we're observing Laguna and Miley, we might also be noticing Laguna will be eating quite a bit of fish during this session. And that's because sea lions have huge appetites. They can eat up to 25 pounds of food every single day. So it is so important that we're feeding not only Laguna, but all the animals at Shedd restaurant quality, sustainably sourced seafood. What sustainably sourced means is that we're not taking from populations of fish that are being overfished by humans out in the wild. And if we get a closer look at Laguna's teeth, we may notice that a sea lion's teeth are specifically designed to catch, grasp, and tear at their prey. Although, they almost always prefer to swallow their food whole. Go figure. Folks often get sea lions confused with another popular marine mammal, and that is the seal. So I'll give you a tip to tell the difference. Sea lions have external ear flaps. You might get a closer look at Laguna's on the side of his head. That's something that seals don't have, but it's also something that sea lions have in common with us humans, right? So if you're curious about what those ear flaps feel like, you can reach up and touch your own earlobes. They are just as squishy. And speaking of ears, sea lions can hear just as well as humans on land, but in the water they hear with incredible accuracy that enables them to hunt at deep depths, in the dark, and even at night. This entire time that we've been observing Laguna, we may have also been observing Miley a little bit. We may have been noticing Miley giving Laguna different pats, rubs, or scratches on his body, and if we're close enough to hear her, we could say things like good job throughout this.
After some fried chicken and Garrett's popcorn, we got to check out the Home Alone house. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!